I started playing basketball since I was 2. I haven't put it down since. The sound of the ball bouncing against the hardwood, the sound that it makes when it goes through the net, I just love everything about it. It's the seed that started everything for me. Everything grew from this ball. If I had the power to turn back time, I would never use it. Because then every moment that you go through means absolutely nothing, but you can always go back and do it again. So it loses its beauty. I wanted to be remembered as a player that didn't waste a moment, didn't waste a day. I felt extremely blessed by their God-given talent. At the same time, I didn't take it for granted. The most important thing is how your life touches those around you and how it carries forward to the next generation.
All right, alternative facts. We definitely had to come back and do this special episode. Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna passing away on Sunday morning in Calabasas, Los Angeles area. You know, it's a tough time. It's a tough time for the whole NBA, really the whole world, because Kobe was a legend on the court and off the court. And definitely he was coming into his own, especially having peace, being off the basketball court and being able to enjoy some serious family time, because we all know Kobe was the ultimate competitor. And he would get mad at people because they didn't have the same work ethic that he did.
Yeah.
So now it sucks because he was actually enjoying that time.
Yeah.
And the reason why he worked so hard on the court so he could fully just enjoy his space that he was in now with his family. CJ, I know you were a big Kobe guy. You know, that was your idol.
Yeah, man, that was my idol, my hero. Just first and foremost, I'd like to say, share my condolences to not only the Bryant family, but the rest of the families that were lost. All 9, people. Share my condolences. That's a horrible and just devastating accident and just tragedy that just occurred on Sunday morning. But yeah, Corey, Kobe was my guy, man. I mean, just from when I started really watching basketball, like trying to understand it, and just seeing how he came into the league, and just seeing how this person was just like in the beginning, it was just more so what attracted me to him was just Kobe was arrogant. People who knew Kobe was arrogant, came in, he felt like from day one should have been started. That first year he was mad he wasn't able to start it, and he's like the arrogant 17-year-old. It was just like something about him. And going through the entire process and seeing what he became and seeing what he did, and having that clutch gene that he had, having just becoming the person that we never saw that he could have become. Like, if you notice, everybody had favorite player was Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Nobody thought Michael could be touched. Even to today, there's some people will tell you, but Kobe was the one that came the closest. Like, it was the one where you had to like talk to somebody that the arguments were who's better, Kobe or Jordan. Like that was the basketball, conversations for decades. It was like, who's better, Kobe or Jordan? So for any basketball fan, any sports fan, this is a huge tragedy, and it's I mean, just the kids, his daughter, who, like you said, he was already in comfort trying, going to the next transition of his life. Yeah. And he had him a fierce little Kobe in Gianna. Oh, yeah. That was like, if you've seen videos, you watch videos, they play basketball together. He was always at the game. Kobe didn't even want to go to those games, but he knew that her being by her side, teaching her the games. And there was this one video where I think Kobe's like, using his hand to teach her some things, and like she just like says something, and Kobe's like, yeah, you get it. Like, he had that look in his face to his daughter, like, yeah, you get it. That's what like she got it, she understood it. So it's a tragedy for basketball, it's a tragedy for sports worldwide. I mean, just seeing people who really don't even know basketball like that, or don't even watch basketball, they knew the name Kobe. Yeah. Like, and it was all over the world, and it's all the celebrities, everybody. So it's, long story short, man, this is somebody who I looked up to. I couldn't play basketball like him, but I always thought, in my head, I was like, man, I'm gonna look like Kobe, even though I didn't look anything like him. I was like, I'm gonna look like Kobe. But it's a huge loss, and like I said, my condolences to those that hurt their family and the rest of the families that were lost in this situation.
Yeah. My thing, man, with this loss, first of all, it's tragic, man. It was unexpected. The thing that I loved about Kobe, man, was that he respected the game at all levels. You know what I mean? Not only in the you know, in the NBA, you know, game by game in the pro world, he'll go to the street ball and give it to people as well. You know what I'm saying? And he competed at a high level. Like he was like the first one of the big names to go to Rucker Park and drop buckets. You know what I mean? He was at that court in LA when him and Harden, this was later on in his career, they went at it. He dropped buckets there, hit the game winner there, you know, amongst the people. So he respected the game at every level, and just seeing how he always brought his A game. He always wanted to put on a show for the fans, and he always wanted to win. And just his death also made me do some self, you know, reflection. Like, how I've been as a son, how I've been as a husband, how I've been as a friend, a brother. You know what I mean? And you know, it just made me realize I could do better, man. You know what I'm saying? I could do better. I could be more available for my loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Outside of my wife, I could just do more, man. You know, I was listening to Shaq and watching his reaction to it, and he was saying the same thing. And I'm not even as busy as Shaq, you know what I mean? And he echoed the same sentiments, like, yo, I was too busy. I was just thinking, I took everything for granted. And it just made me think, like, yo, that's true. You know what I mean? Like, anything could happen, you know what I mean? We were looking at, like, nobody would, you know, when Kobe got on the helicopter, and for, you know, let's set the record straight. Kobe helicoptered like his whole career. You know, so for those that are trying to say, like, oh, why did he get on? That's what he did. That was his normal transportation. Because he, you know, he was really about basketball. He wasn't like the LA guy trying to be in LA as a star. He was the LA Laker that was, you know, represented the guys from Crenshaw, represented the guys from Compton, represented the guys from North Hollywood. You know what I mean? That were true LA people. He lived off in Orange County, you know, away from it all. You know what I'm saying? He was about delivering the goods to the people that lived in Los Angeles. And you know, he was just cut from a different cloth, man.
To echo that,
and
because
tough.
To echo that, like, he basically was saying, you know, there's players that go on vacation, they all go on vacations together, and he was like, I never did that. I never went on vacations. And the reason why, when he retired, he wanted to be like, he never wanted to feel like that one year we could have played hard.
Because of
that.
More.
Because we probably would have won the ring that year.
You know? And piggybacking on what Chidi said in regards to his, you know, his knowledge and respect for the game, you know, he not only respected the street ball or anywhere, he respected, you know, playing in the National Olympics. Like, he respected playing guys like Ginobili in Spain. He respected playing, you know, the Germans. He respected playing in the national ball. And, you know, that was just his fun. Kobe didn't, like, you know, one of those guys like, okay, I'm going to skip the Olympics. He was there. Like, he felt like that was a duty. Like, he just loved playing basketball against those guys in other countries. And he was also one of the first guys that, you know, that looked up to, like, you know, the elders, like, you know, the Bill Russells. He decided to go and train with Hakeem Olajuwon every summer.
First one.
That's his summer vacation.
Yeah.
Like, he was training with Hakeem, like, you know, I need to know how to do the post moves. How do I practice this? How do I do that? Like, so these are things that your ego is aside, but you got to realize, like, there are people who came before you that you want to learn the game a different way. So that's another thing, you know, that just echoing what Chidi says. Like, he loved the game of basketball. Like, you couldn't tell him anything about it. So when he finally got to that point where he's like, he was retired, look how he went out.
He
like
gave
60 points in like a show.
60, man. And, you know, he pulled out like all the Kobe moves, you know. Although some of them he looked a little bit older. You saw the whole arsenal that game, man. The 2-dribble pull-up, the going right, stopping on the dime, pulling up. The pull-up 3-pointer, the pump fake, fake spin, or half spin comeback, the fadeaway, the dream shake. You know what I mean? Just the whole arsenal of moves, man. You saw it all. And you know, the dude just loved basketball, man. And it's really tough losing him. Really.
Yeah, true legend. Like we said, condolences to the Bryant family and all the families that went down in that helicopter crash. Kobe Bryant loved the game and definitely made a huge impact on a lot of people that love basketball and just sports and being an athlete in general. So thank you for watching this, and stay tuned for more.